Well, some nights I just start talking because I don't have a good idea what to talk about. So, just talk about the day. Slept most of the day. It's nothing new. I think I woke up around 2. And I just started driving around. Went to a couple stores. Left. Didn't buy anything. Just. I was up north actually, and so when 5 o'clock came around and I was on call, my on call started, I actually got a call right away, and I had to deliver something up north, so it worked out really good. That was kind of nice. And what else? Nothing really. I've been watching shows, which has been good. I don't know, like those adult cartoon shows, you know? They've been pretty funny. It's sad that, though, so they talk about a lot of things that I'm going through. They joke a lot about these things, which you know that they're real issues. And I wonder if the animators or the writers have dealt with this. And, like depression and some of those things that you go through, or overweightness, or maybe they have people that are on the team that like contribute to this kind of funny stuff, but they make it funny by like bringing out like that this really could happen. And a lot of these shows like on Netflix or wherever, like they really are based off of reality, that's what the joke is for, otherwise it wouldn't be funny. So I mean, a lot of people enjoy this stuff because I think because the joke's about things that are real, that nobody wants to talk about. So the only way that they're able to talk about it is through joking. Maybe that's the medium. Because it's no fun to talk about this stuff in real life. I don't know what it does though. I don't know if it does us any good to joke about serious things like this in a joking manner, like depression, like like a Family Guy, or like a Paradise PD, or like all these shows, Rick and Morty. Like, I don't know how good it is to joke about this stuff. The problem is a lot of people that watch this have serious issues going on, a lot of issues with depression, and so when they see a joke like this, or society, like I guess in our mind, society's making light of the thing, when in reality, like for us, it's extremely real. And I think they have a cop out, if people like or write negative things, or parents write negative things, they have this cop out like, you shouldn't be joking around about this, and I get it, it's hard to come up with good, funny stuff that everybody's dealing with. But the problem is I think a lot of our society is dealing with this depression right now. And I understand that it's a critique on our society, like a lot of this comedy really is, and how we deal with like racism, or obesity, or depression, or drug use, and but, like I watch this and I find myself laughing, but at the same time I find myself just like, oh my gosh, this is just real. And it's like, I want to relate with the real part of it. Like, yeah, I want to laugh, but that's the distraction. So they're there, like they turn a comedic spin, or make it seem like it's unrealistic, or it's stupid, or it's just like, I don't know. It's almost like turning everybody into a comic character, right? Like your life's a joke. And I'm not saying we shouldn't keep publishing comedy and humor. Even this adult stuff is fine, but I feel like we're just, this kind of crowd is a very sensitive crowd. Like we're like one step away from just destruction, and trying to get a laugh is kind of a 50-50 on that. Some of us are at a point where we would laugh, like me, or sometimes we're just gonna sit there and watch it and not find any humor in it, right? What if these people are at a point where there's no more humor left to have. And they're looking at this, and society's just like, it's like our, like in their mind or in my mind, we're just looking at it and like, this is how society sees me. I'm just one big joke and it's not real. That's easier to connect than actually laughing from it. So, I don't know. Like, I'm not here to condone those things. I watch that stuff because I try to find it funny, but I was watching some of these shows the other night and I just realized how, not bad it is per se, but how much it could be a negative influence, even though it's trying to be positive and it's trying to, put things in a satirical light. Like, but I don't know, I don't have a good answer for it. It just, for me, it made my blog seem marginalized. Does that make sense? Like, the things that I'm talking on this blog are marginalized because of those shows or of sitcoms that turn this very serious subject into like a way to get a laugh. And not that we should be censoring stuff or anything like that. Let's just maybe provide the resources or the real resources for people that are struggling with it as well. That's okay. That doesn't downplay what you're trying to do. Like, I think you should still get the laugh and still have a satire, because I think our society has created this, and yes, it should be satire just like everything else that's dumb and crazy in this world. But I think real resources should be provided too, for people that are struggling with it, that don't take this seriously, because these people don't have resources available to them. Maybe their easiest resource to go to is Netflix or something, or TV, and this is what they see on TV, and they don't have the resources or the mode of transportation or the support in their life to actually get somewhere. It's like me driving around, like I see these billboards with like really good messages on them, but it's not enough to make me go and use those resources. For one, I don't know if they're free. So why would I be the idiot to call and stuff if I can't afford it, right? And people that are poor don't get this kind of help anyways, even if it's available. And how do you reach the people that are poor like me, like that don't have the money or the ability to pay for resources? So I don't know, I think I'm just complaining in circles here, but I mean, I think it's a real problem, the way that our society puts a light on depression and stuff, especially in the comedic circles, like it's a real easy gag to hit. It's a real easy population to just rag on, because a lot of us are dealing with it. So it's an easy way for them to relate with the general population, because guess what? Like, depression is rampant, and suicide is rampant, and all of these things. So I don't know. I'm just complaining, I guess, tonight. It always starts out that way. It's like I go through my day and then, like, this is the train of thought that got me here, and watching those cartoons the other night that had some funny moments, like, it really kind of stood out to me. As that, and I mean, they go into politics and religion and stuff like that pretty regularly, which is fine. It's understandable. I understand why, those are things that we all like are dealing with in our society. But depression is it's a hard one. It's easy to joke about, and it's good for a quick laugh, but it's not lasting, It lasts a lot shorter than the actual depression for these individuals, including myself. And so the people that are most hurt and left in the end are the people that are watching it, that are dealing with a lot of these issues. Like, on there was an obese guy that couldn't wipe himself, and they made a joke about it, and I am dealing with that situation, and it was kind of hard to watch. kind of laughed a little bit, but kind of a sad laugh, you know?